A very warm welcome to the TradingMentors.com. This is Chris here. I hope you are well. This is my YouTube channel, fairly new channel now. It'll be going a few months, but please subscribe to get the regular updates. I do the daily analysis and I do a weekly analysis, so have a look at this. Let's get straight into the charts. Now, this is specifically for people who are beginners or keep blowing up their accounts and get disappointed every time. I wrote this book 20 plus years ago, and it's very, very simple, but very, very profitable when markets move in a big way. Now, so the first thing is to first of all, make sure you watch the whole video, because at the end of the day, I'm going to go into detail and what these means and what the settings are. So I'm going to show you the settings where you can put on the charts. We use TradingView, and TradingView will give you 30 days free trial. So don't worry about the cost of that. And what I want to do is really help you beginners, people who are failing to make any money in the markets. Because we've all been there. 30 years ago I started, I kept blowing up my accounts and I couldn't work out why, and I did discover why. And you're getting too close to the market, you're risking too much, your stops are too tight, and all those things I know sound very familiar. So I'm going to solve that problem in the next few minutes. And what I suggest is that you open a demo account with 10,000. In the link below, in the description below, there are links where you can open a demo account with 10k, and you're going to risk 2% of that balance. In the links below, you're going to get 30 days free signals from me whenever a carry trade is ready, and I'll give you regular video updates as well. So let's crack on. Let's start making you some regular profits, and all you need is about 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't believe the rubbish that people need to be at the charts all day long. It simply doesn't work. So let's go to the settings for this. Some of these you can ignore completely because they're not necessary to start with. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this blue line on your chart and this red line on your chart. And the indicators you need, go to indicators here, go to moving average, and you need exponential moving average. But that will come up as standard as 9. So you need to adjust that. Just double click on that. I'm not going to do it now because I've already got it, but just change the settings to a 7. Okay, so once you've got the 7 on, bear with me, I need to get rid of that one. Now I've got that on. Now the next one is moving average. Click on here, moving average, and this is the red line, exponential moving average, and you want the 20 exponential average. And so your chart should look like this. This is the US yen in the past few weeks, and this move to here is, gosh, that's a lot, 1,400 pips. This move to here in the last week or two, 500, 600 pips. So these are massive moves and massive profits on your account. So all we're going to be doing in the next 30 days is adding to your account and building your profits. It might be slow, it might seem slow, but nonetheless it works, and this is really, really important. So that's all you need on your daily chart. And what you want to make sure is that the blue line is above the red line. The blue line is above the red line. So whenever there's a big move, and it does happen, is you're going to be in it. The other thing which is really useful, it keeps you out the market. Now the other indicator you need is the linear regression channel. So just type in linear and then type on here. And this gives you your trend. So you are not going to sell here, because the linear regression, the channel, is saying watch out, it's going to hit this bottom here and it's going to go up. It's going to hit the bottom here, it's going to go up, and vice versa for a sell. So that's your settings on the daily chart. We're going to go into a little bit more detail on the 3-hour chart now. And because they are very slow charts, you don't need to be in them very long. So whenever you see this going on, you dial down to the 3-minute chart and you have a look and say, wow, that looks good. Let's message Chris. Does this look good, Chris? Yes, that looks good. I'm going along and I'm going to join this journey with you. I don't normally trade carry trades because I make a lot of money in gold scalping and divergence, but nonetheless, I'm happy to join you on your journey. And I really want to help you build your confidence, build your account so that you can move on to the other settings which make even more money. So once you have your daily, which is on my left here now, you need to have a double screen. So on a double screen, you can do this for a single screen and this for a double screen next to each other. Quite simple, quite straightforward. And this is all you need. Please don't adjust your settings. This is all you need. Please try it for 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, give me your results because they will be impressive. If the market doesn't move, it doesn't move. We can't help that. But nonetheless, once it moves, these settings work really well. So I'm going to go down into the 3-hour chart. The 4-hour is a bit lagging and a little bit slow to enter. So the 3-hour gives you in a little bit sooner. So I'm going to go over these settings with you now. Now you don't need all these settings, so bear with me. I want to give you the ones that work the best and the simplest to follow. The other thing, I go back to the daily just for a minute. The other thing that I would recommend is a Heikin-Ashi chart. So you'll go up to the candlesticks and then go to Heikin-Ashi. There's a video on YouTube which I've done, quite a lengthy one, but nonetheless it's very basic, but it actually explains how the Heikin-Ashi charts work. But basically when they go green, they're a buy, and when they go red, they're a sell. And it takes away all the noise that probably you've been listening to for a long time. So it gets rid of all the noise so that you just concentrate on the trends only. So back to the 3-hour chart. Let me enlarge this for you, and I'm going to show you this one now. Now let me get rid of this. Don't need that. I've got the Elliott waves on there, but that's fine. Ignore those. So the first one here, which is really useful, once you have your daily chart confirmed, then you need the trend meter. So just go into indicators, trend meter, and just click on the first one, which is trend meter LeGMC, and then you'll have this great tool here actually for long-term positions. And this, when it goes green for a buy, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicators on it, and once they all agree, then the chance of the price continuing are very, very high. Now don't worry if you get into it, which seems late, but it's not late. You need clarity and confirmation first, and the price to be achieving higher highs first. So the next setting is the super trend. Good old super trend. This is something that we use quite a lot. It's quite handy, but you've got to choose the right one. And the one you want to use is the super trend buy sell Gwickroth. That's how you sell it, Gwickroth, and that's that one. Just left click on that one and your chart will come up. Now what's really great about this tool, it keeps you safe. So this is your stop and you get a buy signal at the same time. So when it sells off, you get a sell signal. When you get a buy, you got a buy signal. So in this instance here, for instance, this is your entry, 1 o'clock on the 31st of May, doesn't matter what time it was, but your stop is So you're buying here 128.39, your stop is 126.26. So you're going to have a very wide stop. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, make sure your money management is really, really good. So if you're going to risk 2%, open a 10k account. As I said in the description below, there's a link there. So you can actually open the demo account with 10k. Risk 2%. Be sensible. You know, don't risk too much. And then work out what your 2% is. There's no rush. The other thing you notice here, that this goes green when it's a buy. You get a buy which goes green, and the candles go green as well. So it's a great way. It really is a great way to trade. Very relaxing, very slow, and it just adds to your account every day. The other thing that you do here is make sure that you move your stop every day. Come back in the morning, have a look, see if there's anything going on. If there's nothing going on, that's fine. If you've got a buy signal, you can check with me anytime. And then what we do, we will move the stop. So if you enter here on this day, let's have a look at days. So 31st of May, on the 3rd of June, your stop is now guaranteed to make money. Guaranteed to make money. And then you can actually open a new position here on this signal. Let me just explain what this is before I go on. So this is the SSL hybrid. So all you do is go into here, SSL, and you want this hybrid here. Now, let me explain. I don't want your chart to be too confusing. So if you want to take everything off, you'll have a strange ribbon, but you don't need it in this instance because it would just be too much information. And you want to click everything off on the first inputs, the style. The only one you want to click is the exit arrows. So you can see here my exit up arrow, or my entry arrow in this instance is there, and everything else is switched off. Okay? Simples. So there you are. So what that does, if you miss this entry because you're not looking at the chart, and you don't want to be looking at the chart all day long, please don't. It'd be very boring, and what will happen is you'll make wrong decisions because you will probably think, oh well, look, that's gone up, I better take that profit off. But don't, please don't. What you can do is move your stop to control the risk, and at the same time, once you get to break even, add to it, you can add to it, you can add to it with these signals. Now again, this is a 3-hour chart, so that's 10 o'clock in the morning, that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's 7 o'clock in the morning, and so on and so forth. Just one thing is to make sure that when you get the arrow, that everything is green below. Okay, so a very relaxing way to trade, and please follow the rules. They're simple, and a trend is a trend. A trend tends to happen often, but it tends to also drag on for a long time as well, so you can make a lot of money very quickly. And in the early days, many people using this system double their money within 3 months. And that's exactly what you want to do, to build your confidence so that you can move on to the next level. If you want to, you may feel that this is the only way. This is rather like, I'm a stock trader as well, so this is rather like holding on to stocks for a few months or even a few years. This is very, very similar. You're an investor rather than a trader, because you're not trading, you're just buying at a certain price and you're holding it, and then you're closing it at a certain price as well. Don't forget, guys, that I'm here to support you, free for beginners, and I want to build your account, build your confidence so that you can be an excellent trader in the future. From Chris here at the Trading Mentors, have a wonderful day.